That's my grandpa's rose.
Çavuş gel.
Rose bush.
David, David. Come here, come here, come here.
This program is being recorded. We ask you to please mute yourselves at this time and leave your cameras on. But we are recording this program and introductions will be made momentarily. Thank you for joining this wonderful celebration today.
Is precious. As I get up,
Sorry.
Slideshow adjustments.
Again, if everyone would please mute yourselves, but leave your camera on. Thank you. Hello, Dr. Mahmoudi. We are about to begin our program. Let's start the celebration. Thank you.
I can't believe it.
Everyone mute yourself so we can get started.
Hmm.
Happy birthday, dear Homa. The year was 1941. The day was Thursday, April 24. The place was Tehran, Iran. A young couple, Badri and Jalil Mahmoudi, were anxiously and happily on their way to the hospital, where Badri was about to give birth to their firstborn child. It was a girl. They named her Homa. Homa, after a fabulous bird associated with the worship of the sun. True to her name, Homa entered the world as a bright, beautiful, active, energetic infant. The year is 2021. The day is Saturday, April 24, and the place is Los Angeles. 80 years later from that history-making day in 1941 Iran, we, the friends and family members of our much loved and respected Homa Mahmoudi, are gathered together in a special celebration of her birthday. Greetings, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Homa Mahmoudi, and on behalf of Ms. Homa Sarshar and Ms. Mona Khademi, we are so glad that you could join us today for this wonderful birthday party. My special thanks goes to Mr. Hamid Mozaffari for his creative and professional technical support. Without him, none of this could have been possible. Our program today is simply a festival of love and happiness in celebration of Homa Mahmoudi. We begin the celebration with a number of video presentations that will be in two parts, that will be given by Homa's friends and family members. Please note that a few of the videos are spoken in Persian with no translation. After the videos, we will have the pleasure of being addressed by our beloved Homa. After Homa's remarks, we invite anyone who would like to share a 1-minute message, and I repeat, a 1-minute message, to please do so. To begin our birthday celebration, I would like to invite Ms. Homa Sarshar, a very close and distinguished friend of Homa's, to introduce the first set of videos.
Thank you, Hoda Jun, for your great introduction. Happiest birthday to my very close friend, Homa Jun Mahmoudi. I truly am honored to join Hoda and Mona in emceeing this unique virtual birthday event. Homa Jun, listen to some of your friends and family members. It will start by Dr. Kambiz Mahmoudi, your father's side cousin. Then from Virginia, it's going to be, after that, it's going to be Mr. Shahrukh Behnam, your uncle from your mother's side, from London. Then it's going to be Ms. Mona Khademi from Washington, D.C. After that, I have a message for you. And after me would be Dr. Mehdi Aghazamani, a very close friend of you and very fond of you. And after that, we will have Dr. Lale Mehdad from LA, Ms. Khavare Mehdi Nejad from LA, Ms. Ava Haqiqi from Colorado, Ms. Nawa Haqiqi from Denmark. And after that, we will hear from your brother, Masood Mahmoudi, Dr. And after that, we will have Ms. Natalie Byrne from Arizona. And at the end of this section, we will hear from Nisan Mahmoudi, your nephew. Look, watch, and enjoy.
Happy birthday, Homa Jan. تولد شما مبارک. I speak in English because the offspring do not speak Farsi, I believe, and I hope they understand my English. Homa John, I remember the day you were born. I was not, of course, in Tehran. I was in the elementary school still, or maybe the first year in the high school. Your father, my uncle, sent a telegram to my father that Homa, the wife of Humayun, is born. Humayun was my brother, 3 years younger, and your name Homa and Humayun, that's in Iranian literature. Normally they were lovers and so forth. Anyway, that was a joke, but that was the way your father, Dr. Jalil Mahmoudi, informed us of the birth of the girl that we love so much. The first time I saw you, you were living in Shemran, Dawlat Street in Golhak, the north suburb of Tehran, Iran. You were about 6 or 7 years old. And those years you were learning a language that one of your father's friend, Behruz, had invented. And I've forgotten the name of that language, but that was Persian, of course. That was the way you could read and write much, much faster than the present alphabet that we have. So that was my first sight of you, lovely girl. And I wish you and your family and everybody related to yeah,
Hamid, please stop the video. Can you back it up a little bit? There was some interference.
Yeah, please everybody mute yourself.
Another reminder.
Mute yourself.
Homa John Aziz, happy birthday. Mary and I hope you will celebrate the 24th of April for many more years with family and friends. As your only da'i, I have written a few lines of poetry to celebrate your birthday. همای ما که به 80 سال رسید هنوز گیسوی زیبای او نگشته سپید. درود و تهنیت ما به دختری یکتا که افتخار من و مسعود و جیسون است و خدا. چه گویمت که هما نازنین فامیل است. فرشته است هما، بهترین فامیل است. پر از محبت و خوشقلبی است هما. سلامت او را طلب کنم ز خدا. هما جان تولدت مبارک.
Happy birthday, Homa Jun. I'm so happy to have been able to gather your family and friends with the help of your sister Hoda and your friend Homa Sarshar for this virtual tribute and birthday. As for my tribute for you, I'm going to focus only on my personal recollections of you. Our family's connections go way back to my maternal grandfather and my father with your father, and our parents together. Our families lived in the same neighborhood in a suburb of Tehran before you all moved to Utah. I didn't see you again until you, your parents, and Jason visited London either. You invited me to come to the United States and stay at your home while waiting to get my green card and finishing my thesis. I did come, and here I am, almost 40 years later. Our friendship developed while I lived in Los Angeles and even after my move to Washington, D.C. You have become like an older sister that I didn't have, and a great friend. You are such an amazing person. You are generous. You are intelligent, hospitable, supportive, kind, and caring. You are a doer. You make friends so easily and you talk to every stranger. You are special in many ways. I have learned so much from you, and I think I have changed for the better, not through your words, but through your actions. Homa June, we have a lot of common interests, which allows us to enjoy variety of activities, one of which is traveling. As for our travels, we have been to many European countries, plus Turkey, Uzbekistan, Russia, China, Singapore, Egypt, Jordan, United Arab Emirates, Oman, Kenya, Guatemala, Costa Rica, India, and many others. I have so many fond memories of all the amazing moments during these trips. In my short tribute, I will not have time to talk about all the Persian, women, and Baha'i international conferences that we have attended together. I will only talk of some interesting episodes, a few of those trips. By the way, I have to say, you are the best roommate. And that has made it difficult for me to travel with others. You are also very adventurous. Do you remember our trip to Uganda, which included a 2-night stay in Jinja, a small resort town at the start of River Nile? Not only we saw lizards in our bedroom and monkeys by our window, but one night when we returned from dinner, we were faced with a dense, wide column of buzzing insects at the entrance, making it impossible to enter our room. We ran back to the main cabin and got help. The hotel staff informed us that they were locusts attracted by the light, which we had left on in front of our bungalow. Also, in Belize, I was happy that you decided to join me on a river tubing adventure just a few years ago. I'm sorry that though we were told that we would carry the heavy tubes only for a few feet, we ended up carrying them for over a mile. You never complained. You are so easy to be with. Another memory is the day that we rented a tuk-tuk in Havana, Cuba, to go to the Iranian embassy. After getting lost a few times, we finally arrived at the embassy. We rang the bell and asked to see the ambassador. Since you didn't have a head cover, I convinced you to somehow cover your hair. You finally wore a sun hat. An Iranian diplomat showed up, let us enter the embassy grounds, and let the ambassador know how much we missed Iran and our deep desire to visit our homeland. That was I have shared so many, and I'm grateful. I wish you an incredibly happy birthday with many more trips around the sun.
Hamid, can we stop the video, please, and let's see what's going on?
I believe we all need to mute ourselves.
the host of the meeting should be able to mute all the participants.
Yes, but the problem is if I'm mute, you cannot hear the video.
There must be two phones next to each other
Yeah.
working.
Exactly. There should be two.
Hamid?
Yes, I'm here.
Hamid, Kate just said it seems like the feedback is coming from you.
No, it's not from me. It should be two devices next to each other because I have only one device.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be from me.
Okay, okay. All right. So should we try now start with just back up so that Ms. Sarshar's.
Sure.
Thank you.
هما محمودی، دوست، همراه، همسفر، غمخوار، مهربان، یاری با گوش شنوا، خستگی ناپذیر، همیشه حاضر در صحنه و آماده به خدمت. بانوی کوشنده حقوق بشر، طرفدار صلح جهانی، پشتیبان همه حرکت‌های پیشرو برای برابری حقوق زنان، یک شهروند جهانی به معنی واقعی. بانوی آگاه، اهل مطالعه، هنرشناس و هنردوست و با حافظه‌ای رشک برانگیز. پای ثابت دیدار از موزه ها. بانوی زودآشنا و معاشرتی. جهانگردی که تقریباً همه کره زمین را زیر پا گذاشته است و در هر کشوری حتماً قوم و خویشی دارد یا دوستانی که در جریان سفر یافته است و همچنان و همواره با آنها در تماس باقی مانده است. بانویی که مرا به یاد کتاب و فیلم مشهور پولیانای سالهای 1960 می‌اندازد. با همین الهام بود که من به هما محمودی لقب پولیانا دادم. هما در همه شرایط و در هر رویدادی، هر چند ناموفق، دست کم یک نکته مثبت پیدا می‌کند و از همان لذت می‌برد. قلب بزرگ هما که گنجایش دوست داشتن همه جهان را دارد، طی این سالها مأمن جوانان بیشماری بوده که تازه از ایران رسیدند و با آنها چنان وقت می‌گذرانند که گویی همسن سالشان است. در تمام این 4 دهه آشنایی و دوستی با هما، یک ویژگی او بیش از بقیه توجهم را جلب کرده است. در خانه هما هرگز قفل نیست. نه در گذشته که در بلندترین تپه‌های برنت‌وود زندگی می‌کرد و نه امروز که همسایه روبروی من در ویلچر کوریدور است. در خانه باز به معنی واقعی. بسیاری از روانشناسان صاحب نام ایرانی شهر ما زیر چتر حمایتی دکتر هما محمودی قرار گرفتند و با پشتیبانی و راهنمایی‌های او جواز کار دارند. همای عزیزم، زادروزت بر همه دوستانت مبارک و فرخنده باد. در آغاز گام نهادن به دهه جدیدی از عمر پربارت، برای تو آرزوی سلامت، عمر با عزت، توان بیشتر برای ادامه راه ارزنده‌ای که در پیش گرفته ای را دارم. سایت بر سر ما ساکنان شهر لس آنجلس یا شهر فرشتگان پایدار بماند و حضورت گرمی دل همه ما باشد.
هما جون، تولدتون مبارک. قرار شد من یه ویدیو برای شما ضبط کنم که توی مراسم پخش بشه. دیدم تنها جایی رو که دارم که دلم میخواد از اونجا براتون پیام ضبط کنم اینجاست. درست جلوی خونه خودتون. جایی که برای ما مثل یک قبله آمال بوده. جایی که خیلی از ماها وقتی خواستیم تو این شهر زندگیمون رو شروع کنیم، پیش شما درس عشق گرفتیم و سر سفره شما نمک محبت چشیدیم. عاشقتونم، دوستتون دارم، تولدتون رو تبریک میگم و باور دارم که خیلیای دیگه هم مثل من زندگیشون رو کوچکترین موفقیتایی که توی این زندگی به دست آوردن و مدیون شما هستن و این کعبه پر از مهر که روزگار طولانی خانه شما و ایستگاه اول خیلی از ما دوستتون دارم.
هما جونم، تولدت خیلی خیلی مبارک باشه. الهی 120 سال بهترین زندگی ها در آینده بهتر از گذشته داشته باشید. خوش و سلامت باشید. دوست دارم خیلی زیاد. قربونت برم.
هما جونم، عاشقتونم، تولدتون مبارک. مرسی از اینکه هستید، مرسی از اینکه زندگی هر کسی که تاچ میکنید بهترینش رو ازش میارین بیرون مثل یک معدنچه ماهر و خوشحالم که من هم یکی از اونها هستم که کنار شما هستم و کنارتون رشد میکنم. عاشقتونم. تولدتون به هممون مبارک.
هما جون عشق، تولدتون مبارک. هپی برثدی. امیدوارم که بهترین سال زندگیتون باشه تا الان و سالهای بعدی که میاد همینجوری بهتر و بهتر و بهتر و بهتر باشه. براتون آرزو میکنم سلامتی، خوشحالی، خوشبختی، شادی، خانواده، عشق، موفقیت، تمام چیزایی که دوست دارین و دوستتون دارم خیلی خیلی زیاد. مرسی که مامان سوم من نباشدین این همه سالهای پیش. عاشقتونم با تمام وجود. حرفم هپی برثدی.
هما جونم تولدتون مبارک. دلم براتون یه ذره شده. خیلی دوستتون دارم. از راه دور میبوسمتون و حقیقتا بی‌صبرانه منتظرم که دور هم ببینمتون، با هم بتونیم تولدتون رو جشن بگیریم و یه بغل محکم بکنمتون. میبوسمتون. براتون سالی پر از شادی و عشق و سلامتی آرزو میکنم و حقیقتا تولدتون به من و همه دنیا مبارک که با حضورتون زندگی رو واقعا زیباتر و شیرین‌تر میکنیم. مرسی که هستین و من شخصا خیلی خوشبختم که رول مدل و حامی مثل شما دارم. واقعا از حضورتون ممنونم. میبوسمتون یه عالمه. به امید دیدار هر چیز زودتر و زودتر و زودتر. بهتون خیلی خوش بگذره امروز. میبوسمتون. دوستتون دارم.
Hello, everyone. I'm Masood, and I've got a true story to tell you. When I was 8 years old, I find myself standing in cold water in a very cold, dark place, and I have no idea where I am. I feel around to see where I am in this dark place, and I feel this wall in front of me, so I walk up around it and feel it and see that there is no way out. I am in this place cold. So I'm 8 years old, so I scream as hard as I can, as loud as I can, to maybe I hear something. No one hears me. So I'm standing in this cold water, shivering, and I hear my mother asks me, "How are you doing?" And I tell her I'm doing all right for where I am. So later on, I found out that we were visiting our family friend's garden, and I asked Homa if I could pick up this slab of cement, and I lifted it up. Apparently, I don't remember that yet, and that slab hit me on top of my head, sent me down this well unconscious. So they brought some people over to bring me up from that well, and I was saved. And if it wasn't for Homa, I would have never been found. So thank you, Homa, for saving my life, and happy birthday. And thank you, Hoda, for doing this beautiful thing for Homa, and I love you both.
Happy birthday, Aunt Homa. I never forget the day I met you. You were so kind. Your heart was so open and loving to me. That was truly unconditional love when I first met you. You're an amazing woman. You taught me so much in my life, from being a girl, to being persuasive in your way. And you've always been so kind to all my kids, especially when you took me to Disneyland, all of us to Disneyland, and you did Camp Homa t-shirts for all of us. I was worn out by the end of the day, but you were still ready to go, and you looked amazing afterwards. That's another thing. Every time I see you, you look amazing. You would come out with a suit on, and you're always dressed to the nines. I think the only time I've ever seen you in casual clothes is when you went to the beach one time with my kids in white jeans. And I think you had tennis shoes on then too. So I'm really happy it's your birthday, and I can't believe that you're, 65? I think that's how old you are, and you look amazing. My kids and I have loved coming to your home, having all the fun that we've had, playing games up and down the stairs, throwing corn off your balcony, having such a great time at Jason's wedding. I really love you, Homa. You've made such an impact to my life, and it's been such a gift for me to meet you and all of your family. I love you.
Anyone who knows Homa knows that she is a force of nature. If Homa calls you up to visit, you might start out by having lunch in Westwood. And before you know it, you'll be at a Mahmoudi in Orange County, or driving up the coast for an extended weekend. Somehow it just happens. Homa pulls people into her orbit. She pulls them in because she is fun, and she wants others to have fun too. She is also incredibly determined. Once she sets her mind on a goal, it's almost impossible to resist. And yet, you don't really want to resist because of her other trait, which is she's incredibly loving. To her family and her friends, she is always a source of love and support and guidance. And for many of us, housing. This is also true for others. Refugees, scholars, fellow women, and some strangers too. And she's helped out along the way. She is the true matriarch of our family. She takes special interest in her grandchildren and her grandnephews, always making them feel very special. And for this and much, much more, we are so blessed to have you in our lives. Happy birthday. We love you.
Greetings. My name is Mona Khademi. Happy birthday again, Homa Jun. I wish I was close to you and could give you these lilies of the valleys that you love. Next year, inshallah. It's my turn to welcome each of you to this virtual tribute and birthday celebration for our dear Homa Jun. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation to join today. If you joined us late, please remember that you can write your messages for Homa in the chat part of the Zoom. This program is being recorded. The next part of the program will include interesting recorded messages, again from friends and family of Homa. We will start with a message from Mr. Hadi Khorsandi from London, Dr. Karimi Hakak, Dr. Farzaneh Milani, and Dr. Farhang Holakouei. Dr. Karimi Hakak from LA, Dr. Farzaneh Milani from Virginia, and Dr. Holakouei from Los Angeles. All friends of Homa will have messages. These will be followed by a message from Dr. Nancy Adler, a colleague and a friend of Homa. Then we will hear Mr. Ghazanfal Paul Rahmani, a special friend, followed by Dr. Homa Mahmoudi, Homa's sister, obviously, who will be followed by Mr. Bijan Dibel. And last but not least, we will hear from Jason, Homa's only son, and Yas, her daughter-in-law, and her 3 grandchildren. So here we go.
سلام، خسته نباشید که تونستید این سورپرایز پارتی رو برای هما خانم محمودی برگزار کنید. من معمولا این سورپرایزها رو اگر در جریان قرار بگیرم میرم لو میدم به طرف، میگم بین خودم بمونه، میخوام بیشتر کیف کنه و اونم بیشتر کیف بکنه. همچون حرکت های عجیب و غریب و تماس های همچون یواشکی و اینجوری های دوستانش رو دور میبینه و اینا خیلی حال میکنه. ولی این دفعه من از ترس هما خانم سرشار، یعنی ترس که نه، به احترام هما خانم سرشار لو ندادم و دیخ کردم و همچون سر دلم نگه داشتم. مایش یه تلفن بود، هما جان محمودی دادن اینجوری برو کیف کن بخون. و حالا هم 2 تا خاطره از هما خانم براتون بگم. خانم دکتر هما محمودی رو من
چندین سال پیش، چندین سال که هم نه دیگه، همین چند سال پیش چند روزی در منزلشون مهمان بودم. چند روز البته نه، یک شب مهمان بودم از صبح بعد، یعنی از ظهر بعد صاحبخانه شدم به دلیل که ایشون گفتن که نهار پلو میخوری، گفتم آره. بعد یه دونه ماهیچابه گذاشتش روی اجاق گاز، مقدارم برنج ریخت توش. چیکار میکنی؟ هما جان پلو دارم برات میپزم. اینجوری دیگه حالیش گفتم نه من خودم پلو بزنم، علاقه من به آشپزی هم و ضمناً تا چند روز که اونجا بودم خیلی سعی کردم که فرق قابلمه رو با ماهیچابه برای هما خانم بگم که البته ایشون گفت حالا برو یه دفعه بیا سر فرصت قشنگ در این باره صحبت میکنیم. روز دوم من میخواستم از خونه برم بیرون، گفتم که دوستی میومد دنبالم، گفتم که شما میرید، من در خونه رو کلید ندارم. گفت نمیخوام، همجوری پیش کن برو، قفلش نمیخواد بکنیم که وقتی هم برمیگردی را. گفتم خب در خونه که باشه که دوست میان. گفت نه تازگی اومده دیگه، فکر کنم به این زودی ها بیاد. یعنی چی میگه مرتب دوست میاد؟ نه میاد دیگه بعضی وقتا. آره کوره هر وقت میاد یه چیز برمیداره میره. من گفتم حالا اگه من تو این مدتی که خونه اینا هستم دوست نیاد، اینو ممکنه از چش من ببینه. اما خانم با این عادت و الفتی که با دوست رو داره با هم مونده بودم تو این قضیه و متاسفانه تو اون چند روزی هم که اونجا بودم دوست نیومد و من خجالتم دیگه بی خداحافظی آمدم. یه خاطره دیگه هم ازشون دارم که من قرار بود که با کشتی ناخودآگاهی برم و شو داشتم، برنامه در کشتی و اعلام هم شده بود. متاسفانه مشکلات ویزایی و شلختگی من در تمدید به موقع باعث شد که نتونستم برم. بنابراین یک شعری نوشتم که به هما خانم محمودی دادم، گفتم اینو اونجا بر مردم بخونین که بدونن که به هر حال من به فکرشون هستم و نتونستم بیام. هما خانم گفتن که اگه به انگلیسی بنویس، من فارسی خوب نیست. گفتم شعر من به فارسی هم به زور می نویسم ولی به انگلیسی. به هر حال این شعر رو نوشتم دادم به هما خانم. بعد که دیدمشون بعد از سفری که کشتی برگشتن پرسیدم شعر رو خوندی؟ گفت داره خوندم ولی زیاد گوش نکردن، شروع بود نفهمیدن، توجه نکردن. چرا؟ نمیدونم. اگر انگلیسی می نوشتی خب من راحت‌تر می خوندم، ولی خب چون فارسی بود گفتم خب عیب نداره. همجوری من تو فکر بودم. اون خانه گفت باید از راست می خوندم به چپ. آدم میتونه که آشپزی بلد نباشه و آدم میتونه که فرق قابلمه و ماهیچابه رو ندونه. آدم میتونه که شعر فارسی رو خوب نتونه بخونه، ولی همون آدم میتونه که احساس کنه در مدینه فاضله در اتیوپیا زندگی میکنه، در خونش رو قفل نکنه، به مردم اعتماد بکنه، دروغ نگه و کلک به کسی نزنه و همیشه صاف و صادق و رو راست باشه. یعنی بکوشه تا جامعه جمیع کمالات انسانی باشه، مثل هما محمودی
عزیز خودمون که یک کف افتخارش.
Hello, Homa June. It's so good to be able to congratulate you on a new decade in your life. And I'm sure with age comes a lot of wisdom to you. And so it's good to have a friend who is wiser than yourself. And you are one such friend. What's unique about your friendship, Homa June, is that when I think of when I last saw you, that has left a trace of memory in me. This leads to the previous time and the previous time and so on and so forth. So that I think you've been a friend of mine all of my life. And you really have in a sense. But you know, I remember 2016 when I had first moved into my apartment and hadn't really quite settled down. So there were lots of bookcases and bookshelves and such. And you mentioned that the book cases when I had them, where I had them, you know, they were kind of making my room look narrower than it was, it should be. And so you were the one to first suggest to me to move the books and the bookshelves in the other bedroom, and I did, and I'm very happy about it. And then our mutual friend, Homa Sarshar, mentioned that I should put them a university style because I had too many books for that kind of a space, and I did. And every time I sit at my table in that room, I remember you and Homa Sarshar and everyone else. And I'm so happy about having great friends here in Los Angeles. That 2016 memory, in your case, leads me to the 2010 when I came here because there was an Iranian Studies conference here, a Mesa conference or some such thing, and you threw this huge feast with a cake, a very big cake with the word Ahmad, my name on it, and I enjoyed it. And there were lots of other people, about 100 people, and there I remember I met a lot of new friends that I still hadn't moved to Los Angeles. I still had some years to serve at the University of Maryland, and later, of course, came the University of London invitation, et cetera, et cetera. But that event was one among many events that made me think of Los Angeles as the city for my retirement. That 2010, of course, built on a previous memory, and that was 2003, and you know that very well, the Ahmad Darakht Khatireh and so on and so forth, because I had been invited to give the Yarshatir lectures at the UCLA, and my first lecture, and this is in a university room with a blackboard and chalk and all kinds of things and people sitting, and all of a sudden two people come and carry a huge tree-like bunch of flowers. Somehow someone who must have liked me a lot, you know, had sent that, but it was so unbecoming to that space because this is a space where I was going to speak and say something about Persian literature, and all of a sudden this huge thing quite changed the thing quite a bit. So what happened at that feast was really memorable. And then after that, of course, I remembered so many memories that I have of you. I'm not sure if when Homa Sarshar came to Seattle for the Pajureshhay, Bunyad Pajureshhay, you were there or not, but I think you were. And I remember that as well. And anyway, in the 1980s and 1990s, I being in Seattle and you being here in Los Angeles, I traveled here a lot and I met you a lot, and you leave an impression that makes almost every moment memorable. And I'm very happy to be congratulating you, and I hope I'll be congratulating the next decade of your life and the decade after that, and so on and so forth. And I hope you'll always be part of my life, and as I wish you would be. And I look forward to that. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, Homa Janam. It was on such an auspicious day that you graced the world with your luminous arrival. I'm honored to join your family and friends to wish you the absolute best on this day and for many years to come. I vividly recall the first time I met you in Los Angeles decades ago. Then, as now, You have been a source of inspiration in my life. In you, I found an always smiling, calm and composed, compassionate and elegant friend. I admire your discreet candor, your impeccable sense of justice and integrity, your wisdom and resourcefulness. I admire your refusal to submit to mistrust and cynicism. I admire your tolerance for human flaws and fallibility. Above all, Homa Jan, I admire your gentle but firm conviction that there is in human nature something beautiful and bright. You bring out the best in your interlocutors. You make the world a better place to live in. It has been an honor to know you, Homa Jan, to learn from you, to be inspired with you. It has been an honor to be one of your many lucky friends. May this new day in your life be filled with perfumed messages of beauty and health, of serenity and joy. May your life be filled with boundless blessings. تولدت مبارک هما جان نازنینم.
هما جان، قبل از هر چیز تولدت بسیار مبارک باشه. خوشحالم که به همت و محبت جمعی از دوستان شرایط و وضعیت فراهم شد که بتونیم تولد تو عزیز رو جشن بگیریم. حالا با توجه به شرایط و وضعیتی که هست و مطمئنم همه اونا خیلی حرفا درباره خوبی و مهربونی و برقام راهنمایی و کمک تو دارن، اما من در خصوص خودم ناچار باید به یه تاریخچه کوچکی اشاره کنم تا اهمیت تو و خانواده خوب و عزیز در زندگیم رو مشخص کنم. حدود 52 سال قبل، یعنی اوایل ماه می 1969، من برای گرفتن دکترای اقتصاد به لس آنجلس آمدم و یکی 2 هفته بعدش فرصتی پیدا شد که در یه جمعی روی صندلی نشسته بودم و بعد تو هم کنار من نشسته بودی. زمانی که فرصتی برای معرفی شد، من خودم رو به تو و تو هم خودت رو بر معرفی کردی. اون زمان گفتی که دکتر هما محمودی هستی و به عنوان یه روانشناس برای پلیس لس آنجلس کار و خوشبختانه حدود 1 ساعتی وقت داری به عنوان لانچ بریک که شاید بتونیم با هم صحبت کنیم. ضمناً تو علاقه‌مند بودی که درباره ایران بدانی، منم مایل بودم خیلی اطلاعات بیشتر به ویژه در خصوص دانشگاه رو از تو بگیرم. بنابراین گفتگوی ما آغاز شد. این صحبت از 1 ساعت و 2 ساعت حتی برخی از وقت پیش از اون تجاوز کرد. البته قرار بود کار بکنیم برای پای تلفن. به هر حال مدت‌ها این گفتگو ادامه پیدا کرد. اتفاقات دیگری مثل یک سفر مدرسه تابستانه هم پیدا شد، ولی از اون بگذاریم. به من بعد از مدتی گفتی که خوشبختانه پدر عزیز مادر گرامی تو از سالت سیتی یوتا به لس آنجلس میان و من رو دعوت کردی که شب شام خونه تو بیام. من هم آمدم در خانه که فکر کنم در سانتا مونیکا بود، تو و همسر عزیز جان، و اونجا پدر و مادر رو ملاقات کردم و پدر بعد از شنیدن علاقه و توجه من به مثلا داشتن 2 فوق لیسانس روانشناسی و اقتصاد از دانشگاه تهران به من پیشنهاد کردن که چرا میخوای دکترای اقتصاد رو بگیری، بیا دکترای جامعه شناسی رو بگیر. و من گفتم مطمئنم نمیتونم یه چنین کاری رو بکنم، ولی ایشون گفتن شاید من بتونم کاری بکنم. بالاخره رفتم به سالت سیتی و بعد از مدتی نامه از دیپارتمنت جامعه شناسی و دانشگاه آمد که من با این شرط که 3 تا درس رو بردارم و اگر همه اونها رو A گرفتم بتونم وارد دانشجوی دوره دکترای جامعه شناسی در دانشگاه یوتا در شهر سالت سیتی بشم. بنابراین ما 6 ماه اینجا با هم صحبت کردیم و من اواخر سال فکر
فکر کنم حتی نزدیک کریسمس بود که به شهر سالت سیتی بعد از 6 هفته که با هم بسیار گفتگو کردیم رسیدم. در اونجا با محبت و لطف نه تنها پدر و مادر در اون زمان هدا جون و مسعود عزیز هم در سالت سیتی بودند و افتخار دیدارشون و ملاقات‌های مکرر و فراوان و مرتب داشتیم، به طوری که من و 2-3 نفر از دوستان از جمله برادر من ما می آمدیم جمعه شب‌ها منزل پدر و مادر تو از ما پذیرایی می‌کردن. ما دانشجویانی که به هر حال سخت منتظر یه محیط ایرانی و حتی غذای ایرانی بودیم در اون زمان هم از این خبرهایی که هم اکنون هست نه در سالت سیتی نه جای دیگری واقعا نه. به هر حال مدتی که من در اونجا بودم به لطف و محبت هم مسعود عزیز هم هدای گرامی و هم پدر و مادر خوشبختانه تونستم دکترامو بگیرم و بعد به ایران برگشتم و در دانشگاه علوم اجتماعی دانشگاه تهران به عنوان جامعه شناس مشغول کار شدم. همینقدر میخوام بگم که بعد از 3-4 سالی که اونجا بودم و برای بار بعد 2 مرتبه به امریکا برگشتم متوجه شدم که احتیاج دارم مدرک دیگری بگیرم که فوق لیسانس مریج فامیلی چایلد کانسلینگ که من که از طریق اون بتونم کار بکنم و علاوه بر فوق لیسانس از ایران و دکترا از امریکا در اون شرایط کاری نه. ولی به هر حال زمینه‌ای فراهم کرد که اصلا من از زندگی اقتصادی که مدل کارشناس اقتصادی سازمان برنامه بودم و به هر حال لیسانس فوق لیسانس اولیه من اون بود بیرون بیام مثلا از جامعه شناسی و کمی هم روانشناسی در بیارم و به همین جاست که اگر برنامه رازها و نیازهای بیش از 21 ساله که در جریانه و اگر بیش از 7 سالی که رادیو همراه هست فقط به خاطر اینکه من مسیر زندگی عوض شد. در غیر این صورت بدون تردید من دکترای اقتصادی گرفته بودم و جای دیگری و من اگر کسانی هستن که از رادیو همراه یا برنامه رازها و نیازها شکوه و شکایتی دارن مسئولیتش تقصیرش گناهش با تو و پدر و مادر و خانواده عزیز و خوبه. به هر حال تولد بسیار مبارک. راستم فقط بدونید که زندگی من کاملا تغییر پیدا کرده. یعنی اگر اون شب اون اتفاق نمیافتاد، اگر محبت و لطف تو و پدر و مادر عزیز و بزرگوار نبود، من حتما اینجا که همکنون هستم نبود. بنابراین بار دیگه تولد مبارک. امیدوارم که هرچه زودتر فرصت دیدار و ملاقات از نزدیک با تو خوبان عزیزانی که موجب این برنامه شدن بیاد.
Happy birthday, Homa. Happy birthday, wonderful friend. Oh, it's been so long since we've been able to enjoy each other's friendship. I still remember the very first time I showed up at your home as a graduate student who was looking for somebody to support my dissertation. And Homa, one of the most supportive people on earth, immediately said, cross-cultural management. Sure, I don't care if nobody else in the world has heard of it. This is going to be great, Nancy, and you can come work with me on a project on it. And off and away went my dissertation. And Homa's always that supportive person to no matter who she's with or talking to. She also is one of the most curious, you're really curious, Homa, people that I've ever met. Do you remember when we first went in the 1980s to Africa? And both of us knew that we didn't know enough about Africa to really know what we were doing. So on every flight we took, we sat there with that great big student's guide map to Africa, learning the capitals and the exports and the demographics and the health situation and everything until we began to have some sense. And we laughed the entire time. As I think of you, Homa, I can't help but thinking that you're one of the most gutsy people I know. Do you remember also in the 1980s when we were in China together and you discovered that Pavarotti was coming for the first time and having a concert for just the elite of the Chinese leadership? And you decided that we were going to go to that concert? And sure enough, we snuck into a Pavarotti concert in China. Well, I was afraid we were going to end up not with a good concert, but in a Chinese jail. We were in the concert. I remember those things, Homa. That's you. You don't let anything get in your way. You're also one of the most pragmatic people I know. On that same trip, remember when the entire time, because there were so few Westerners there, we were being followed? And I was like, I'm tired of this. And we were in Beijing. And you said, oh, okay, fine. We'll just walk across that park. The guy who's following us in the car can't go across the park. By the time we're out the other side, we'll be lost in the city. And we were. And we weren't followed the rest of that day. You're so smart. And similarly, I remember you telling me that story, which is your loving, pragmatic self, when the mother and father came to you as a psychologist with their little boy who wouldn't wear underwear, and they'd gone to all of these other psychologists, but nothing worked. Did you use Jungian, Freudian, behavioral psychology? No. You went to the department store, bought the most beautiful pair of little kids' underwear with red fire engines on it, wrapped it all up, gave it to the little boy. He excitedly opened it, put them on, and that was the end of his problem. Loving, compassionate, listening. Homa, when I think of you, I think of one of the most loving, compassionate people I know. And there are hundreds of stories, hundreds of memories. But I think one of the most precious is when the forest fires broke out in the valley, and I being in Montreal and my 97-year-old mother being in California, I was really concerned. And I called you up. And by the time I called you up, you, Miss Busy Always, had dropped everything, driven out to the valley, picked my mom up, drove her back over to your home, and we're making some kind of Persian delight dinner for her. And my mother still talks about the wonderful visit with Homa, having totally forgotten that she was there because of the fire. I think, Homa, you're one of the most precious friends a person could ever have. And all of us who know you are really lucky. And all of those people who don't know you are, oh well, they're missing out on something. I wish you the happiest, happiest birthday. Today, for this year, for the next decade. Just keep being exactly who you are. I love you, Homa. We all do.
Happy birthday, Homa. I just want to say that you're a very unique person. And you always make your friends be your clients or friends to feel extra special. Other than our parents who are good friends, I know you over 27 years. And I found you're the most kind-hearted, generous, brave, and brilliant person who teaches others by example. There is not enough time for me to talk about what you have done for others to improve their lives in higher education, in their marriages, or owning even their car or homes. And we all already know about your academic and professional achievements and many awards and recognitions that you have received. I just would like to share two stories that I can never forget. One is about how you saved my life about 13 years ago, where we went to Guatemala to attend a wedding, and I got hit by dengue fever. And you went around late at night to find a doctor, got the prescription, got a taxi, went to a pharmacy, got them to open the pharmacy, and got my medication, brought it over to my hotel, and took care of me for a few days and put me on a wheelchair 2 days after I missed my flight, a scheduled flight, and flew back to LA. The other story that impressed me a lot was in Vegas. We were walking through casinos, slot machine areas, where I found a wallet filled with cash inside one of the slot machines. And as I picked it and was looking for the security to hand it over them, he said, "Oh, I remember who was sitting here and playing at this machine," which could have been about 10 minutes ago or so. And you looked around, you found an old lady who was playing at a different slot machine without knowing that what she lost. You handed over the wallet and she was very happy and grateful. Anyway, I can't think of many people who have such a memory. I can only say, Homa Jan, you are the embodiment of all human excellent qualities, and I value your friendship. Thank you for all the ways you add beauty to this world. And on this very special day, enjoy it and keep rocking.
Happy birthday, dear Homa. Happy birthday to my one and only sister. What a joy it is to celebrate the day when you came into this world. So for the next few minutes, I'm going to say some things about you. They are compliments. And for the first time in my life, I'm going to give you compliments and you can't stop me, which you usually do. And I've written some of my thoughts down so that I don't miss a beat. As your younger sister, I have had the absolute pleasure of observing the beautiful life you have carved out for yourself. You were, you are, and you remain the arrowhead, the pathfinder in the family. The essence of your being, dear Homa, is love, kindness, selflessness, compassion, and generosity, which you shower upon everyone. It is so pure, it is so lovely that we all hustle under it to gain all the joy we can. You shine as a bright sun, moon, and the stars. I know this to be true and have been captivated by its light all my life. Your love is never ending, your laughter so contagious, and your support limitless. What a gift to have someone like you. Do you remember the first time you asked me to teach you how to snow ski? Oh my God, the older sister asking the younger one to teach her something. It was as if a God had come down to me and asked me to teach them something, to teach them something that I knew. Anyway, it was a joy to be able to have those wonderful times up on those ski slopes when we also would laugh and have a good time, enjoying the beautiful, beautiful scenery of those mountains in Utah. Dear sis, you must know pretty much that every moment that I have with you is precious. Every moment. It has always been. Every moment I have with you is precious. Whether on the phone, whether at your home, whether you are at my home, whether in a small cafe, a restaurant, a museum, no matter where, those moments that I have with you are so, so important. It is as if I'm gazing at the sun and the moon at the same time. All of a sudden, I'm a kid again, amazed by her beautiful, crazy, smart, talented older sister. A frame of reference, a hill to climb, a love to own. The precious moments when I feel the magic of you, dear Homa. Recently, I found a very interesting entry in my old diary. And it's interesting because it was written the year you moved from Salt Lake City, Utah to Los Angeles. The entry is dated February 9, 1971. And of course, I wrote it in Salt Lake City. And it says, look how far back my love goes for you. I miss Homa very much these days. She is so lovable. I've learned much from that gorgeous sister of mine. I get a very warm and secure feeling when I think of Homa. I hold her very, very dear. I wish I could be with you today, dear Homa. I so wish I could be with you. We would dance and celebrate this day, and God knows when we would stop. Homa, my dear beloved sis, as we call each other, thank you for always enriching my life. Thank you for being you. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. You are everything to me. Happy birthday. I love you very much. And in celebration, happy birthday to you and many happy returns.
Happy birthday, Homa, and greetings from Washington, D.C. Thank you for being a wonderful aunt. I want to especially thank you for allowing me the opportunity to stay at your home. During my university days, I remember that every day a new and interesting person would be visiting your home. The range and variety of the people that I came into contact with because of your friendship with them is truly a reflection of your personality and ability to befriend so many people. At Iranian gatherings, when a person finds out that Dr. Homa Mahmoudi is my aunt, it gives me VIP status immediately. Finally, I will always be grateful to you because it was at your home when I was only 3 years old that I watched Star Wars for the first time on Betamax tape. I wish you a very happy birthday. Thank you for being such a wonderful, fun, generous, and loving aunt.
Happy birthday! Homa June, happy 80th birthday. When I think of you, I have so much to say, but I want to thank you for always being there. My family, and especially my children, are always your number one priority in life, and you're always available. You help so much. You're constantly engaging them and diversifying their interests, teaching them so much about the world and society and educating them. And I always say I'm so amazed by how you're so calm and you take all 3 children with you and you're present with them, you engage with them, and we are so lucky to call you mom. And beyond our lives, I know you've touched so many generations and helped so many families, and we are so lucky to have you in our lives.
Happy birthday, Mom. Happy 80th. Thank you for being a great grandmother to the kids. And thank you for being a great mom to me. I hope I can carry on the legacy of our family for taking care of people and always being there for the community. You have a great legacy of philanthropy and giving to lots of different types of people all over the world. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being such a great role model to the world. Happy 80th birthday. We love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy 80th birthday, Homa. Wishing you the best birthday. I really love how you inspire me to be a better person, a better friend, a better daughter, a better sister, and so much more. And I think that it's amazing how you're always happy and smiling and you never have a frown. And I just wanted to wish you the best, best, best 80th birthday. Bye! Happy birthday, Homa. Happy 30th birthday. We love you how you take us places. We love you how when my mom is out of town we go to spend time. And this song is dedicated by Homa. Happy birthday, bye. Homa, happy birthday. We love you very much and you are our best grandma in the world. And I love you very much. Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy 80th birthday, Mom. We love you.
Thank you so much for all those who had sent their recorded messages. These were only a handful of Homa Jones' friends and family. We started by hearing the messages from the oldest members of Homa's family. We ended with the youngest and the sweetest. This concludes the recorded part of the message of today's program. We will have a short video and it's by Homa, about Homa. And then after that, we'll open it up for your messages. Here we go.
Life is precious. As I get older, it becomes much more precious, alive, and you want to take advantage of it. Love is the glue that connects everything. It's really a nice phenomenon. We are very lucky to be able to love and to have that feeling. I think when you help others, it's the ultimate of feeling peaceful. Giving is a gift that people who are blessed with it can enjoy life a lot more. There is blessing in giving, as well as a sense of satisfaction that comes with rarely any other thing. You know, you can learn to be joyful. You can learn to remember joyful moments. You can learn to take picture of times that you're joyful and happy, and to play it again in your life. I learned this many, many years ago. And whenever I go traveling, whenever we are in a very good moment and a very good mood someplace, I say, hey guys, let's remember this moment, how we feel, what's around us, how we relate to each other, and let's play it when our days are dark. Whenever something is harmonious, it's so peaceful, it's so beautiful. In fact, they say when people have similar sides to their faces, is really a sign of beauty. it's nice to have positive wishes and good wishes for other people, and to wish them well, and to wish them happiness, and to wish them health, and to see in them uh, the beauty and appreciate that, and to wish them that they would be able to develop that and increase it in their life. I've known to love my guests and have my house always open to people to come to my house. And really, some of the most wonderful memories of my life is when past midnight I have sat with my house guests and we have discussed various things. We have gotten to know each other, and the parties we have had, the gatherings with various people. Oh, what a great feeling to get the attention, to get the touch, to get the kiss, the hugs, uh, and feeling that you're important to the other person. And it really causes a lot of changes in you. Um, and it also um, makes life so much more interesting and sweet. It's being in love. I've always been I've always been in love with many things, and I also am lucky that I had a lot of people around me that have cared and loved me, and that has been a blessing in my life. You know, I'm going to be 80 on April 24th, and at first it was scary, but now I feel like it's an accomplishment. I feel that I have reached um, a milestone that actually none of my grandparents ever reached there. And my parents were not well enough when they reached 80. So it's an accomplishment. And I really never thought I would get this old, because I really have worked very hard and I had a stressful life. But I'm very happy that God gave me this gift and I can enjoy life. I wish and I hope to live at least 10 more years, because I want to see my grandchildren get older. I wish and hope that I can travel again and go see to places that I loved before and new places that I can see. I wish my friends health and hope that we remain friends and keep each other company. They're very precious in my life. You are extremely precious. Uh, as you all know, each one of you holds a special place in my life, and I cherish and value uh, your being, your friendship, your being part of my life. And you know, as we get older, this is getting a lot more beautiful and colorful, and the quality of our love is becoming much more real and much more sophisticated. Thank you for being my friends.
All right, with that beautiful video, which I have to explain, Homa does not know that we were going to show this video. And I have to thank Mr. Hamid Mozaffari for making this possible. But she didn't know that we were going to use that for today. Anyway, the video speaks for itself. We are really celebrating this beautiful life today on Homa's 80th birthday. And now it's a great pleasure for me to ask Homa if she would say a few words to us all. We're waiting very anxiously to hear from you. Homa Jan.
Oh my goodness, if I knew all of you going to do this before, I would I would have turned 80 20 years ago. This was so beautiful. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. It really, really, I mean, I had no idea. I had no idea you had gathered so many people who were significant in my life. I see the name of all of the people who are important. I've loved them so much all throughout my life. And I really appreciate your presence, your well wishes, and just being you. And I wish I was a way I could hug and kiss you and thank you in person. Thank you so much. Thank you Hoda John Azizam, Homa Sarshar, a good great friend of mine, Mona Khademi, and for Hamid Muzaffarian, Farhang Holakui, Hadi, that's uh, praise my cooking. I love you all, and I love every one of you who haven't spoken, but I see your picture and your presence here. I'm grateful to each and every one of you. I'd like to hear from you.
So I was just going to say, we will now open it up for people to make a 1-minute comment, but there are a few that I'd like to call on because they are special friends of Homa's, and in this order. So we will now hear from first Ms. Nastaran Akhavan, then Ms. Akhtar Motamedi, and then Ms. Marjan Zuhuri. Okay, so please, in that order, tell us.
Hello, Homa June. Can you hear me? Homa June. Oh.
I hear you. I hear you.
Homa June. I really don't know what to say to justify who you are. And I don't know what to say that nobody knows. But I tell you something, Homa. You are all that. And I'm happy to have all that for myself. Thank you for being in my life. I love you and I appreciate your friendship. Love you. Bye.
Akhtar John.
Happy birthday, Homa Jun. تولدت مبارک. Homa Juna, you have taught me the meaning of true friendship, and I cherish every moment together. I'm ever grateful to have someone as special as you in my life. You are generous with your time, your hospitality, and most of all, your love. I'm in constant admiration of your kind spirit and bountiful heart. You are the definition of an exemplary woman, not just as a friend, but as a sister, a mother, and grandmother. I hope to continue spending many more moments together for years to come, especially our Thursday night movie time. Wishing you all the love and happiness. You definitely deserve it. Love you dearly.
Marjan Zuhuri.
Homa Jun Aziz. 1 minute is really not enough to express my love for you. But I just wanted to say that you are so special. You are so really, I am so blessed. And Ryan and Julia are so blessed to have you in our life. You go way beyond miles and miles and miles away to be with us, to be in good times, in bad times, and helping us and just being there for us has just been really a blessing and a privilege to have you. We love you so much, Homa, and can't wait to celebrate so many more beautiful birthdays and happy occasions together in good health. We love you dearly, and everything that I heard this past hour is just so true about you. You are just the true meaning of a real good human being, always caring for everybody, always being so thoughtful and making sure that everybody is just fine and well taken care of. And just thank you so much, Homa Jun, for being in our life. I love you, love you, love you so much.
Marjan Junam, you know how special you are to me. You're the daughter that I never had, and your children are just like my grandchildren. I love you very much, and I'm so
Thank you, Homa Jun. I love you dearly. You're dear to our hearts.
Thank you.
Now
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'd now like
نه خاله مینا.
Dr. Vandana Zandian.
خانم دکتر محمودی عزیز، هما خانم خوب، روز از یاد مهربان شما خجسته است و شادا که گلها و جوانه های بهار در همین روزهای نخست پس از تولدشان شادمانی خوشرنگ زندگی را با یک حضور روشن جشن میگیرند. چه خوب که شما مانند شازده کوچولو به سیاره ما آمدید. دستهای شما پرده ها را کنار میزنند و نور جهان را نوازش میکند. عطر دستهای شما امیدواری است. امیدی که آرامشتان برای جهان تعریف میکند. شما زمانی جایی مرا روبروی خودم نشاندید تا باور کنم نشانه سحر همیشه آواز پرنده نیست. گاه باید خودمان پرنده بلکه آواز شویم و آداب آمدن سحر را به جا آوریم. دستهای من امانتدار حجمی از زیبایی و مهربانی و دوستی نوازش بخش شماست. شما که در کنار همه ناملایمات جهان نور و آینه شده اید تا نگاه پر از آشتی و اطمینانتان آسمان دیگران را نیز با سحر آشنا کند. تولدتان بر همه ما شاد و فرخنده باشد که حضورتان شادی و فرخندگی است. خیلی دوستتون دارم خانم دکتر محمودی.
قربانت برم خانم دکتر زندیان. واندانا جون عزیز من، خیلی ممنون ازت، حقیقتا متشکرم. قربونت.
I would like to now ask Homa's aunt, Mrs. Mina Kilidari. I think she wanted to say something.
تولدت مبارک هما جون. چقدر خوشحالم و چقدر خوبه که من خاله تو نازنین هستم. میبوسمت. بازم تولدت مبارک باشه. قربونت برم.
قربونت برم خاله مینا.
هما جون منم بگم. I'm so honored to have you as my cousin. I love you very, very, very much. Happy birthday.
قربونت تو شوشو جان. ممنون ازت. Thank you.
Now, I'd like to ask Ms. Homa Sashar I think she has a message from a friend of yours, Homa.
ببخشید بقیه چی پس؟ کازینای دیگه.
Everyone will be called upon.
Okay.
See the hands that are up. Everyone will be called upon. We have a few messages from people who are not here, so please just bear with me. Thank you.
Okay.
Homa Julie, this message is from Tara Peer. Dear Dr. Mahmoudi, happy birthday. Wishing you a happy new beginning and many more years. I'm going to start all over. Dear Dr. Mahmoudi, happy birthday. Wishing you a happy new beginning and many more years of your valuable contributions. I enthusiastically acknowledge your many forms of pioneering influences in our community, specifically for being sensible, mindful about disparities in accessing resources in the context of an Iranian social structure. Your dedicated support of people of the Baha'i faith is admirable. Long live your effective commitment to social justice. With much love, Tara Peer.
Thank you. By the way, if you all want to see everyone, you need to go to the top right corner of your screen where it says view and click on gallery. And that way you will see whoever is speaking.
Okay.
Now I'd like to call on Dr. Nancy Adler, who also has a message to read to Homa. Dr. Adler, Nancy.
Hi, now can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Hi, wonderful Homa. This is a message from Chris Cappy, who says, I will be with AJ and Andrea driving from Scottsdale to Moab today. So with the cell link, I can't quite be there.
But tell Homa exactly this. Homa, if I had not already been taken, we would have been real trouble together. Maybe in the next life. I can only hope. Here's to you for all the unfailing charm, intelligence, graciousness, and most wonderful laughter. Happy birthday, and may the next year and all the years to come be the best you've ever had. Love, Chris.
Thank you, Nancy. Now I'd like to call on Ahdiye.
Hello everybody. Hello هما جون عزیزم. بغض نمیذاره بگم چیزی رو برای اینکه واقعا when it comes, sorry, I'm mixing Farsi and English. It's anxiety. I need to come see you, Dr. Mahmoudi. The word that comes to mind when it's about Homa Jun is the word empowering. I've known Homa Jun for over 20 years, and God knows that every time I spoke to her to consult about a topic, wanting help, she was always a can-do attitude, source of can-do attitude with empowering attitude that, you know, everybody can do what they want to do, and I'm here to help. I love you. I wish you all the best. And I'm grateful for every moment that you allowed me to share your so-called Homa Hotel and allow us to sit at your table and enjoy both the spiritual and your wisdom and everything. Thank you so much for being you. Love you.
There was a hand up from Sally. Sally, if you're with us.
Sally had to leave.
Oh, okay. Next to Lynn Davis, another wonderful close family member.
Hello, Homa. My goodness, I can't believe it's how long it's been since I first joined the Mahmoudi family over 53 years ago, and you were always so wonderful and warm and loving and accepting. And those first years when our kids were little and we'd bundle them all in the car and go to Ramona and try to buy land together, and we were all trying to make our way. Anyway, it's been such an inspiration through the years to watch how much you've accomplished and how you've been Wonder Woman to me. I was always so filled with admiration for all that you were able to do and how much good you're doing in the world and how much of an inspiration you are to those who know you. You've always been so kind and loving and wonderful and generous to my kids' kids, and to future generations. I think that you've been a wonderful role model to my daughters, especially as they can see how someone can be out in the world, a woman can be out in the world and be strong and beautiful and wonderful and generous and yet very warm-hearted and accepting to all around them. Anyway, thank you for being in my life and for all that you've done for our family and for everyone in the world. And I just would like to say that I think I'm a few years behind you, but I think we can actually make it to 100. So I hope you'll up that 90 to 100 at least, because I'd like to be able to be around and have some wonderful conversations with you. I love you.
Now we'll go to Yas and Jason.
I think Homa Jun's favorite person in the world would like to speak.
Happy birthday, Homa. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being you and always being so honest and showing me such cool things and taking me so many fun places. And I love how you're so into traveling and you love trying new things and going places. And I really love that about you. Happy 80th birthday.
Any other messages for Homa, please?
فرشته محمودی.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, is it okay if I go?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can you hear me? I just unmuted myself.
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, Homa Jan, you're like a sister to me.
Of course.
When I first came to this country, Amu Jan, Badri Khanum, you, Masood, and Huda, I don't know if Huda remembers, you took me in. I did not know a word of English. You all helped me. And I just want to say something funny. I don't know if you remember or not. And you were in college and I was at Logan High. On Saturdays, we loved to take the bus, or maybe we borrowed your dad's car, and we would go downtown. Downtown Logan, for those of you who don't know, it's like 4 blocks. We would spend the entire day. I don't know what we did, but when we returned home, your mom would say, okay, you guys went shopping. What did you buy? And each of us would hold us a tube of lipstick and say, this is what we purchased today. So I have all those fond memories. Hoda Jan, I know today is not your birthday, but do you remember you loved to watch Rifleman? And I remember you would be needing to leave the room and go get some snack or something. And if I had fallen asleep, you would wake me up and say, can you watch until I come back? So, Homa Jan, I'm just so proud of you for everything that you have done. You have been like a sister to me. I already have my own sisters, but I always look up to you. And thank you for always calling, even though if there's so much going on in my life and I forget to call you, your love is always there. And I just want you to know, if you don't hear from me all the time, you're always in my heart.
Thank you so much, Farishta John. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and thank you for including me today. Okay, love you.
Other messages for Homa?
This is Merdo. Can I go now, or if someone is on?
Yes, Merdo.
When it's time to about Homa June, I always get emotional. Sorry, everybody. I'm driving right now. You always have a special place in my life, Homa June. Everybody said all the great word about you and your personality, which I don't know what I can add right now. I can say you are absolutely an angel, and you are love, that you always care about people, and you bring the best out of everybody. I can only say that I really love you, and you always have a special place in my life. I love you.
Thank you, Mehdoh Junam. You're my daughter. You're special to me.
How about, let's hear from Sophia Moradzadeh.
I am on my granddaughter.
Oh, okay. Kiana Moradzadeh.
Happy birthday, Homa June.
قربانت برم کیان جون. مرسی.
You are very dear. You are a sister that I don't have. A kind friend, which you bring peace and fun. Whenever I think of a fun, Homa comes in my mind.
That's true.
I appreciate the time that Homa Sarshar, that is another dear friend, have included me on this, because the kind of a person you are, you never talk about it. And you are so blessed to be the way you are, Homa June. I happen to have a rose that I would want to give it to you and celebrate the life from now on with you and many, many friends that are with you.
Thank you. Merci. Merci, خانم عزیز. Merci.
You add beauty to wherever you go and whoever is around you. Your kind heart. People don't know what you do and who you are, because what you do, You never ever bring it to your public. And I adore you for who you are. And I hope many, many happy years to come and celebrate. And especially the grandchildren, they should know what a legacy you have and what shoes you are walking on.
Thank you very much. I see a hand up. Yas?
Yes, I wanted to say a few words. I'm a little emotional myself, but I think I know Homa in a different light than a lot of you. And the last few years, she has really taught me so much about the way she is with my children is something I've never seen before. She's literally able to be so present with them, and nothing else is there. When she's with them, she's so engaged. And I'm a very controlling mom, and I do a lot with my kids. I take them everywhere. And she, with such calmness, stands behind me and says, don't worry about it. Go do what you have to do. I will watch the kids. She watches all three of them as if there's no anxiety. It's the calmest, easiest thing for her. She doesn't get frazzled. And I'm just like, how does this woman do it? She's so calm and collected. And I've learned so much about being present with them and how important it is to teach them the proper values about life. She teaches them about philanthropy, about being a citizen and how to be kind to people and all the different, she's always trying to educate Kate and teach her about everything in life. And she has a really special place in our lives. And we are so lucky, and we love you, and happy birthday. And for me personally, she's also taught me, she has zero anxiety about anything. And anytime I'm overwhelmed, which often happens, I get very overwhelmed, and she's always like, what's the big deal? Let's just do this. Come on, you can do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm like, how is this woman so capable? She could just handle everything that comes her way. So it's a real gift. And I think everybody already talked about all these points, but I just wanted to reiterate.
Thank you so much, Azizam. Thank you.
I just want to say happy birthday, Mom. Thank you for being the best mom ever. I'm crying too. But thank you for everything. We love you very much.
Thank you.
Jason, you're going to make it hard for me to continue. I see Homa Sarshar's hand is up.
Yeah. Yes, I am joined by my husband, Nejat Sarshar. He wants to say a few words.
Absolutely. آقای نجات خان سلام.
سلام. شما تولدتون مبارک باشه و امیدوارم که ایام خوبی رو داشته باشین همیشه.
من از طرف یکی دیگه از اعضای خانواده برای تبریک دارم هما جون. کیمیا one of the part of Sunday morning brunch together, and she loves you. Every time that I drive her to Thayer Avenue, she says, Homa Jun Favore. She knows that we are going to your home, so she loves you, and I will bring her there to sing Tavallud Mubarak when we are face to face.
قربانت برم. مرسی جونم.
Manije Ahurayan.
Oh my gosh, she's my oldest friend.
Manije,
you need to unmute. Okay, you're on mute.
Okay. Homa Jun, happy birthday. Your childhood friend with lots of good memories, great memories. You remember when we had youth gathering in your home, how we were, you were treating them. And also Dr. Mahmoudi, your father, was my childhood teacher, that he was really, really a learned, kind, and you got everything from him and Badri Khanum Aziz. And I think you are really one of the kind friend, one of the kind therapist. Just your presence is giving the patient peace and solve the problem, because you are so peaceful yourself with positive attitude. And also, I'm so grateful to have you as my friend. And I remember when first time I came to United States, the first one I called was you to find out what I'm doing, where I go, what do I do. And I really have so many great memories from you and your family that if I want to talk, it's the whole time. So I wish you a very happy birthday, and I hope I'll be with you all so many years later.
Thank you.
Oh, my June, love you very much.
I'm going to go back to Yas because I think another grandchild wants to talk.
Go ahead.
Hi, Homa. I really like how you took us to sushi every day. I really like how you took care of us. You've been my favorite since I was born, and I love you. Happy 80th birthday. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Happy 80th. Happy 80th birthday. I love you. And you are our best grandma in the world.
Okay. Okay, Snazzy.
I love you so much. And I love you very much. And you are our best grandma. And you are always to school with me.
Hey, John.
Thank you. To see you tonight. And we are gonna go to Andrew Hagen's house. And we are gonna. We love you. We love you. Bye. Bye.
Next, I'd like to call on Hale Egrari, please.
Hi, Hoa Jun. It's such a pleasure to celebrate your birthday today. And I just wanted to let you know that ever since I became a psychologist and I became licensed over 20 years ago, and I have seen many different Iranian psychologists or other mental health providers, I have been very impressed by the level of your knowledge of the field and how in tune you have been with the academic side of our field. And I think a big part of that is because of your immense level of intelligence, which is, I sometimes get jealous because you're so smart. So I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to let you know how appreciative I have been of your knowledge and your orientation in this direction of science in our field. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you very much, Hale Jun. You're a great psychologist yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is, we'll go with Miss Bita Milanian and then Roshi Rahnama.
Hi, Homa Jun. Tavalluditun Mubarak. This is the first Zoom party I've been on from the beginning, and I'm planning on staying till the end. It's been so wonderful celebrating you. I'm honored that I was invited to be a part of this. When I think of you, you are always exuding positivity and happiness and joy. And this party is definitely representative of all of that. You show up when You need to be there for your friends, for your loved ones, and all the wonderful memories I've had with you, especially in the community, supporting the art and the artist community and everything cultural and everything else in between. Happy birthday. Can't wait to see you and hug you and give you a big kiss. Thank you for having me here, everyone.
Thank you. قربونت برم. Thank you.
Thanks.
روشی جانم.
هما جون عزیزم،
قربانت برم روشی جان.
خیلی دوستتون دارم. خیلی ممنونم. Thank you everybody for including me in this special day. Our dear Homa Jun's birthday. What I miss is in the past year, her presence. I've had the pleasure of running into you in various locations. You are the epitome of generosity of being in everything you do. You bring love, attention, care, humility, grandness, elegance. And we are so lucky to be a part of your life and to learn from you. And thank you for including me in your realm. Thank you everyone for allowing me to join in. Mama Sarshada Azizam for including me in this group. We hope to celebrate you for many, many years to come and hopefully in person. I love you so much.
Thank you, Roshi Juna Azizam. You're very special in my life. You know that. Thank you.
I think if there's one, okay.
Oh, Purana. خانم عزیزم.
Salam, Homa Jan. Salam, everybody. I just want to wish you the happiest birthday. I am so honored to get to know you. As you know, I lived in East Coast my entire life, and I moved to Los Angeles, to UCLA. And meeting you really was the best thing happened to me. I am so honored. And today I basically get to know you even better, even though I already love you. And everything that everybody said, I was just moving my head. Yes, yes, that's what she is. So I wish you the best and happiest birthday. And I'm looking forward to many years of friendship with you, Homa Jan, and also getting to know all of your kind and beautiful friends in this zone.
Thank you, Purajan. Thank you.
Majan, I wondered as we're coming to the close, if you would like to make some comments now?
I'm just overwhelmed. I mean, with so much generosity, so much love, so much. I was looking at what a collection of wonderful people that I have in my life, and how blessed I am with all of your presence and you know, from uncle and aunt and cousins and friends from. I saw Wafa from Dubai, and I was seeing people from all over the world, and it's just so nice to have all of you in my life. Farzaneh Azizam from back east, and you all, I have so many memories with all of you that it's just, it's all very deep and very significant. Nancy and I go back, I don't know, 50, 40 years, so 50 years, and we traveled the world together, and each one of you are just not casual friends. You're deep and significant friend in my life, and I'm grateful to your presence and be having you in as part of my life. And I hope that this COVID will end and I get to hug every one of you and see you in person. Thank you, Hoda Jan. Thank you, Homa Sarshar. Thank you, Mona Junam, for arranging for this. Hamida Aziz, that has been so generous with his time, with his personality, with his family. I love you all. Leili Jun, Naghme, thank you for being present here. Love you all, and I guess goodbye. Thanks.
Before goodbye, I'm sorry, there's one more hand, if I may. It's Amir.
Amir John.
Here. We may have left. Okay.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, Amir Junam.
Happy birthday and starting a petition to for representing Iranian in diaspora at the UN.
A great idea. Great idea. Well, you are so sweet, Hamid John. Thank you very much.
So Homa Jan, as we close this wonderful, wonderful event, I'm so glad we recorded this so that you can have this in your memories and you can watch it at your leisure and see what your wonderful friends have had to say about you. But wishing you a happy birthday, dear sis. Many, many happy returns of this special day. We wish you everything that you want in life. Although I wasn't present in 1941, I've lived my whole life under the sun of you. Go out and shine as you always do and enjoy this very special day. Happy birthday. Much love.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Homa Jan. We love you.
Happy birthday, Homa Jan. Love you very much.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Love you.
Happy birthday, Homa
Happy
Jan.
birthday,
Love
Homa
you.
Jun. We love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my dear.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Happy birthday, Homa Jan.
Happy birthday, Homa.
Birthday. Birthday.
شبتونم همه جون.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
birthday,
Homa
Jan.
I see you in Farsi one. I see you in Farsi one.
تولدت مبارک. تولدت مبارک.
ممنون از شما. مرسی.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
مرسی.
Happy birthday again, Homa Juna.
مرسی مونا جون.
Happy birthday, Homa Jan.
قربونت برم. مرسی گیتی جونم.
Homa Jun, my younger sister is there too.
I saw Minu John. I saw Asiye. I saw Moni. Thank you so much. And Mashi Aziz. Thank you so much. And Ladan and Nanas and Nati and Yassi. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. قربونتون برم.
We didn't know you. Mama John, you need a couple of days vacation to digest all these emotions.
I think I'm just charged up now. I'm so happy. Yeah. Flor John, قربونت برم. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for Homa Jun, Mona Jan to invite, and we had a special day for us too. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Homa Jan, don't tell anyone you're 80 because you don't look it. I was just,
Yes.
yeah.
مشکان جان قربانت برم. مرسی.
میگم هما جان حالا برای نهار چی داری؟
هما جان تولدت مبارک.
لطیفه جونم قربونت برم. ممنون ازت.
میدونی که چقدر دوستت دارم و برای هممون چقدر عزیزی.
قربونت
واقعا
میلدا جانم قربونتو برم.
واقعا
میلدا جونم قربونتو برم من.
هما جون تولدت مبارک.
قربون کیکت.
هما جون تولدت مبارک.
قربانتو.
I love you and Jamshid says happy birthday to you too.
Thank you so much.
And I personally appreciate all the colossal job that you have done and the support for Mother Nature and for Iranica.
Thank you.
Much love. Much
We have
love.
long ways to go to save our planet. You are
Absolutely. While we are in the subject, happy belated birthday to everyone.
Yeah.
قربانت برم. Nice to see you.
What did you
Good to see you.
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, every one of you. Thank you. And I hope to really, each one of you I'm going to watch this video over and over again and cherish every moment of this 2 hours.
Homa Jan, this collective energy that we put together, and you were the center of the gravity and Gohar in Zaman, I think this energy and synergy can change the life of every single person, including myself. You made my day, my dear.
قربانت برم شان عزیز. You are
My
so-
love.
Thank you. Love you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good day. Good to see you, Hoda Jan, also. We miss you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Homa Jan, you are such a wonderful person. I have so much memory I can share, but I am so emotional. You are wonderful neighbor, wonderful friend, and everybody feel very close to you. You are the person you let everybody feel they are very close to you. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Junam. I see my Nava Jun all the way from Denmark. Jana man. عشق من. Thank you.
عشقتونم هما جونم. تولدتون مبارک. عشق.
مرسی. قربان تو. خدا حافظ شدم.
هما جون تولدتون مبارک. هما جان.
مرسی گیتی جونم. Thank you so much. قربان تو.
واقعا you're my very best friend and you introduced yourself to me. I don't remember when was the first time I met you, but I realized you are among my very close friends, Homa Jan, and I cherish your friendship and your kindness always. Thank you for being there for us.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Farha Jan, for coming. Thank you, Shada Junam from Las Vegas and Yossi Aziz. قربان شماها برم من. Thanks.
میگم این همه تعریف که ازت کردن، حالا تکلیف با بقیه چیه که حالت جلسی پیدا کردن؟ ولی خب you deserve it and we try to follow your footsteps.
نه بابا شما همتون 10 برابر 100 برابر خدمتایی که کردین به اجتماع، زحمتایی که کشیدین، من شاهدشم. میدونم که چقدر همتون عزیز و کاریای معنی و قشنگی دارید. بله.
من میگم هما جون بریم تو رئیس جمهور بشو، بریم یه کابینه تشکیل بدیم، یه کشور.
کامیکیوان چی گفت؟ آها یعنی زنگ زده بود به تو؟
Hoda Jun, thank you very much for arranging.
خدا به داد میسن برسه، حالا بد شده.
Thank you so much for doing this beautiful thing. خانم هما سرشار عزیز، دنیا ممنون از این همه لطفی که کردید و چنین جلسه قشنگی رو ترتیب دادید. واقعا هما جون deserve it. چقدر خوشحالم که مینو جون، منیب عزیز و همه دوستان قدیم رو باعث افتخار جامعه ایران و دنیا. خیلی خیلی خوشحالم. بازم تبریک میگم.
ممنون ازت.
من هما جون هدا خانوم رو ندیدم ولی مونا جونی دیدم. این هما خانوم سرشارم که خودش میدونه من صبح به صبح اگه بهش زنگ نزنم روزم شروع نمیشه. به هر حال ببین ladies they can do wonders. I always said that. ببین الان چه برنامه قشنگی رو خانوما تو هم گذاشتن. اگه مملکت رو بدن دست خانوما همه چی بهتر حل میشه.
100%.
والا به خدا راستشو میگم. دست ما که میدن یه مش تستوسترون را میندازیم و یه مش کارهای بی سر و ته میکنیم. دست خانوما که میدن الان ببین جلسه به این قشنگی 2 ساعت خورده ایه. من 12 باید میرفتم. اصلا دل نمیکنم از اینجا برم. حتی نیومدم دستم بلند نکردم برای اینکه انقدر لاو بود اون جاهایی که دلم نمیخواست که بیام قاطی اون همه لاو، فقط میخواستم انجوی کنم. ولی دارم میگم بهتون دوستان عزیز، بیاین یه مملکت درست کنین شما خانوما بگردین، والا به خدا کارتون بهتره.
انشالله.
ما که این کارهایی که کردیم نتیجه، منم میرم مادر نیچرشو میگردونم. انوایرمنتش دست من. خاطرتون جمع باشه.
I don't know if there are English-speaking people here, but I think, Homajan, if with your permission, perhaps we should now end this wonderful meeting.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Love you.
Thank you.
Bye, love. دیدی خانوما اومدن خودشونم جلسه رو تموم کردن. راستشو گفتم. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Mona Jun, merci.
Happy birthday, Homa. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
خب مهدا خانم
تشریف آوردن. حال شما؟ من گفت هیچ دیگه چه لاغره، دیگه چه خوب شده. قربونتون برم. من قربونتون فداتون بشم. خوبی شما؟ چطوری؟ So sweet of you. من خیلی خوبم، خیلی خوب. Happy to I love this color on you.